Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin and you're on Fast Entrepreneur. Today we're going to continue the series. We're talking about potentially different ways to make money. I'm going to share my thoughts and views. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research. Let's get into it. Today's topic is, drum roll please, MLM. It's MLM. That's right. It's dynamite. It stands for multi-level marketing. Can you make money with MLM? I'm going to give you my thoughts in just a second. All right. Can you make money with MLM? Well, yes, you can make money. Some people do make money. However, the vast majority of people will not make money with MLM. So, why might that be the case? Well, here's my thoughts. Let me give you the background of how I looked into MLM. When I was a teenager, a friend told me about, it said, hey, come over, this guy's coming to my house, he's going to do this presentation, blah, blah, blah. They show you a lot of fancy numbers and figures, you think you're going to be rich overnight. I looked into it. I did join with my friend, but, I think after a week or two, I kind of realized, hey, there's a little bit more to this. So it was something I just kind of, I said, I'll put it on the back burner, but I like the concept. It sounds interesting. Fast forward. I go to college. I decided to do a research paper on MLM. And, that's kind of when things got interesting, I should say, is because I started to realize that MLM, if you're a business owner, it can be a very, very, very lucrative way to grow a business. Why? Because multi-level marketing takes advantage of word of mouth advertising, and it's basically free advertising. It's people that are psyched up about either the product or the opportunity, and they're sharing this for free. And so for a company, it can be a great way to promote a product. However, there's also downsides. A lot of the people that join MLMs, they're not professionals. They don't know anything about sales. They may not even understand, basic math or let alone be able to read these very complex compensation plans to know how you get paid. And a lot of them just get caught up in the hype, the cult, the dream, if you will, the rah, 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 rah ceremonies. But a lot of them don't make money, and, it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. It doesn't work, they say, and sometimes it can even tarnish the brand. So what I have learned, I never did another MLM, I don't believe, really. After that, years went by. But then I joined a company because I thought that it would be fun. I thought that it was an early company. It was like a 2-year-old company. I figured that it had a shot to be the fastest growing company. That's right, fastest growing company ever to reach $1 billion without mergers and acquisitions. I thought it'd be something to be part of. It was just opening up in my state, in that territory. I figured, heck, I'll try it. We'll be one, first to market. And it was a product at the time that I felt like I could, that I could get behind and support. So I went out and I hit the ground running. I did what they told you to do, right? They say make a list of family and friends, call people, share the website with them, bring them to a meeting, whatever, share the opportunity. Some will, some won't. So what next, right? And I was actually, in terms of their eyes, the company eyes, probably pretty successful. I was ranked a fast track A-list producer. I was one of the top 25 people in the company at that time that had joined within, that period, all over the country, in terms of recruitment. I made a little bit of money, not a ton of money, but I quickly learned there was a lot more to it than just that. And the reason is because, very quickly I realized, okay, most of the people I'm talking to, yeah, they understood the product. They were maybe willing to do me a favor or even do themselves a favor to, help themselves out. But they weren't interested in the business opportunity. And when I looked at, the numbers, and I had some previous, sales and marketing training. I I took an internship with a Ernst & Young top 10 internship in America. I was a licensed financial planner. I sold like life insurance and, etc. So I had learned kind of the sales basics, and I was applying them here, but I realized I'm missing the boat because I basically felt like I was throwing spaghetti against the wall. You might talk to 20 people, but then I'm filtering it down. Maybe 1 or 2 people really were interested, and then maybe one of those pulled the trigger. So I said, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way to target people that are actually interested in what I'm saying. And so at the time, this was, probably around 2009, 2010. It was kind of the rise of social media was just starting to, become a little bit more mainstream. And so I said, okay. So I started asking some questions of, these top earners, these millionaire earners. And a lot of the answers I was getting was, Justin, keep your mouth shut. We know how to make money. We know how to do it. Keep the system the way it is. It's duplicatable, and just keep doing it. But I said, okay, well, that's fine and dandy. But I said, I don't have a Rolodex like you all. Right? I don't have a Rolodex, from the last 30 years of prior opportunities of doing all this stuff like you guys. You guys just pick up the phone. These are people that you don't have to explain, network marketing or is multi-level marketing a scam, blah, blah, blah. You just talk to people that either get it, and then it's up to them if they're, it's very quick, yes or no. So I wanted to kind of shortcut that, and so I looked to social media, and I found some systems out there, which I still, swear by today. I think that this is probably, one of the best ways that I've seen it. You want to target and you want to automate, in my opinion, if you're going to build any type of organization. Now, what does that mean? It's as simple as you want to be advertising. I don't care which way you're advertising, but you want to be advertising to people that are open-minded, interested, and potential buyers of your opportunity. Then you want to put them through like a funnel, right? You want to give them all the information automated so you don't have to invite people to meetings. You don't have to talk to people on the phone. Let the computers do all the hard work. And then all you got to do is see who filters out at the end and, say, okay, if I spent this much on advertising and I got, this result at the end, will it make sense for me to scale up? So I do think that that's a very, very successful model to do the business. It also takes away, it runs it more like a business rather than, get lucky, maybe talk to a few friends. But I will say this about the MLM business model itself, and this is the caveat I have with it. Most of the MLM business plans, if you read their compensation plans, you make, money several different ways, but usually you make a little bit of money selling the product. Not much. So you're probably not going to make a living selling the product unless you do massive, massive volume. Number 2, you can make money by recruiting other people to recruit other people, and everybody sells a little bit of product. That's the majority of these compensation plans and how people get compensated in MLM. But then it goes a step further. The next step is then you can get paid overrides. So the people you directly recruit, if they go out and they recruit others who recruit others, then you can get a little bit from that whole organization. The problem with that is it's out of your control, right? So if I'm looking at a business, you cannot rely solely on your actions alone because in those models. Now, if you're doing direct sales, which is like, one-on-one, or, like you're getting paid for exactly what you do, then okay, fine. You can control your numbers. You can look at that. But, or if you're doing like an affiliate program or something like that, where you're just marketing, to customers directly, fine. But when you have to rely on others, what you're really relying on is a sales and marketing organization that you have a little bit of control of. And usually what that requires is just like any other business, it requires leaders, right? You need sales and marketing leaders who can train, motivate, provide the tools, the resources, and continue to build. And so every once in a while you'll get people that get lucky, right? People get lucky and they, but the vast majority of people, if you look at the disclosure statements on a lot of these MLMs, 99% of people, 98% of people probably aren't making much. And the very, 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 very few people either got in early or got lucky. And most of them, probably got in early, had connections, had systems, or had people that had everything that we were just talking about. So, you know, can you make money with MLM? Yes. Is it a great opportunity to leverage your time? It can be, absolutely. Is calling your friends and family and making a list, you know, and going and telling people to do that, is that the simplest and easiest way to do it? It might be, because everybody can do that simply, right? And it leverages your relationships, right? So it's, you're not talking to a stranger, you're talking to people that know you for, you know, good or bad. Although, it can also put strains on your relationships, right? If you're like pushy and, you know, trying to sell people don't want to be sold, right? So, in my opinion, MLM, you can make money. I think if you treat it like a business, if you have a system in place that you can target and automate the people in your organization, you know, then you can kind of sit back, look more at the numbers, and decide if this is something and how you can scale up. That's my 2 cents. So, you know, back to my own story of what I decided to do is, while I was promoting myself in that opportunity, I wasn't happy with what I was seeing in terms of duplication, because I realized most of these people were not going to have the training and the skills. They weren't going to be able to do that. And I said, you know what, unless I can if I can go to people and say, hey, listen, here's an opportunity, but you don't have to go to your friends and family. You don't have to, you know, make a list and do all that stuff. But here's a system that if you want to treat it like a business, you can plug and play in. You know, you do have to put a little bit of work in. I'm not saying you don't, but a lot of the hard work could be taken care of by automation. That's the point that I wanted to get to, and that's the road that I went down. I did dabble in it. It did work. And I have not participated in the industry in a while, but I'm not against it. I may take another, you know, glance back at it. Things had changed, and, you know, I was doing other things in life. But that's my 2 cents on MLM. You know, I would say don't get caught up in the hype. You know, don't get caught up in the hoorah rah or the cults, the cult mentality, or, you know, you're gonna make all this money overnight. It's probably not gonna happen. But it definitely can be not just a way to make money, but I have seen people make great friendships. I've seen people, you know, work on themselves through personal development. And I think that those are really great aspects. I think it's important that people keep it real, keep it transparent, keep it realistic expectations, so people really can size it up, get a chance to, you know, to really know what they're getting into before they get into something. And then if it's for you and it's something that you believe in and you want to get behind, you know, then I would definitely encourage, you know, all the power to you. So anyways, with that, I got to end this video. I got to continue this drive. I hope this helps anyone that might be looking into the MLM industry. I could say a lot more. If you want you know, me to say anything more about this, go ahead, write some questions or comments in the comment section below. If I do get a chance at some point, maybe I'll put a link underneath in the description of some of the systems that I was talking about, that maybe if you are interested and you want to check them out, you can, but I haven't gotten to that. So if it's not there at the time you're looking at, you know, that's why. But I have reviewed several of them, and there's a few that I definitely think are worthwhile and worth checking out and can work for people. So yeah, you know, and if you like this content, guys, and gals, please let me know in the comments, you know, if there's any other topics. We're doing a series right now talking about potential different ways to make money, where I'm just kind of reviewing different opportunities, just kind of telling you either my experience or, you know, my thoughts. And if you like this stuff, let me know if there's anything that you want to hear about. And specifically, if you want to be part of the team here at Fast Entrepreneur and the channel, help support me in this content, go ahead and hit the like button for this video, but also hit subscribe. We're almost, on the time of this video, we're almost at 500 subscribers. Huge, because just started this, you know, channel kind of, you know, here and there over this last year. I mean, I don't remember exactly when I started, but, you know, I hadn't been doing much with it, except, you know, then I started, okay, you know, let's post a little bit, and here we are. So usually I post a lot about, you know, things that I'm interested in, like exponential technologies, blockchain, crypto, et cetera. But I just want to take a little bit of time to focus on, you know, some other aspects, and I might do these little short series here and there. But right now, that's all we got. So until next time, everybody be blessed. Peace.